Thank you for joining us on the news at 11 on NTN News 24, broadcasting live in Abuja. I am Nolene Ebel Ame. President Bola Tinubu has directed security chiefs to implement his earlier directive to bring lasting peace and security to Benue State. President Tinubu renewed his order in the wake of the last round of reprisal attacks that led to the death of many people. On the president's directive, intelligence chiefs, the police and the military have arrived in the states to direct security operations and restore sanity. President Tinubu has equally charged the governor of Benue State with convening reconciliation meetings and dialogue among the warring parties to end the incessant bloodshed and bring lasting peace and harmonious coexistence between farmers, herders, and communities. Describing the killings and bloodletting as inhuman and anti-progress, President Tinubu called on political leaders and community leaders in conflict areas to stop fueling the crisis through unguarded utterances and statements that could further inflame tensions. They should also rein in those who go out to cause provocations and ignite reprisal attacks. In a statement signed by the Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, the President directed Governor Alia to act as a statesman and immediately lead the process of dialogue and reconciliation that will bring peace to Benue State. In other news, the Minister of Works, David Umahi, has expressed dissatisfaction with the slow pace of work on the second Niger Bridge access road connecting Asaba, the Delta State capital. During an inspection tour of several road projects nationwide, the minister described the progress as unacceptable. Jeffrey Nzeku reports.
The minister, currently on a routine project inspection of road rehabilitation across the country, inspected several roads in Delta State, including the East-West Road, Benin-Saple Road, Benin-Asaba Express Road, and the second Niger Access Road linking Asaba. The Benin-Asaba Expressway, which is showing signs of wear with many face spots, will be reconstructed with side drains, according to the minister. At the second Niger Bridge Access Road, where work is ongoing, the minister expressed dissatisfaction with the pace of work done so far. He noted that the president is determined to deliver legacy projects to ease transportation nationwide.
We awarded this thing 3 months ago, and if not the way we are pushing them, and of course we paid them 22 billion, thereabout. But they have not started. They are doing one thing or the other, and we said no. So every week they will get letter of warning. This project, there will be no variation, and you cannot redesign the project. We are the only one that can redesign it. We are fellows of Nigeria Society of Engineers, so you can know this thing more than us. But then from that Summit Junction to the head bridge of the first Niger Bridge is a very serious matter. So we've inspected the place with the officials of state government, and we've directed for immediate resurvey and a redesign within the next 5 days.
Delta State Governor Sheriff Oborewori, represented by Secretary to the State Government Kingsley Emu, commended the federal government for its commitment and zeal in handling road projects in the state.
We're very happy about the economic impact of this road. Minister has also directed that we do the enumeration and acquire, because the slow acquisition also appears to be slowing down work in this area. And the direct governor has directed that we do that immediately.
The inspection tour continues in other parts of the country. In Asaba, Godfrey Nzekwe, NTA News.
Meanwhile, 35.7 kilometers Bodu-Boni link route in River State is progressing in earnest in order to meet the December deadline for inauguration. Minister of Works David Umahi, who inspected the project and other ongoing road infrastructure in River State, cautions against misleading information by faceless stakeholders in the country. Robinson Daraitede has details.
The 35.7 kilometers road spanning through difficult swampy terrain. It amounts to 200 billion naira. The Bodoboni Link Road has reached an advanced stage of about 85% with all the 9 bridges completed. Minister of Works Dave Umahi, while proposing a second phase dual carriageway from Boni to the east-west road.
What Beja can do on their own is to put stone base on this 5.3 and very quickly, and then do maybe 40 cm of 40 millimeter of asphalt, just wearing, and if possible after 1 year they can use concrete to do it.
All the bridges are completed except for when I say there are some areas that you've seen is only remaining, but we have those materials on ground, the expansion joints.
The minister was impressed with the level of work on the second phase of the Onne Eleme East-West Road, including the bridge and flyover, insisting that it was the first completed section of the road that was inaugurated.
We are done with phase 1, and that's what we commissioned, and that's one full carriageway. You may see some little disjointed portion. That is where the flyover, ramps are supposed to come.
At the flood-washed Zarama and Ahoda axis of the East-West Road in Bayelsa and River States, a completed lane is already open to traffic. The minister had initially inspected a few sections on the Aba-Port Harcourt Road, urging the contractor to increase his pace. In Port Harcourt, Robinson Darateide, NTA News.
Away from works to agriculture now. The time has come for Gombe State to take advantage of high agricultural opportunities to grow her economy. Governor Muhammadu Inuwa Yahaya said this during the official groundbreaking ceremony for the establishment of the 184-hectare agro-livestock industrial zone. Emmanuel Akila reports that the Minister of Livestock Development, Idi Mukhtar Meha, performed the foundation laying for the multi-billion naira project.
Like most states in the northern part of the country, has such vast land area suitable for crops and livestock production. Therefore, the establishment of the Gombe Ultramodern Abattoir, an international livestock market, is coming in timely to support the state and the country's economy.
Gombe State is predominantly agrarian society with over 80% of our population engaged in crop production and animal husbandry. Agriculture forms the backbone of our economy by sustaining livelihoods, ensuring food security, and fostering social cohesion for generations.
We are ready to collaborate with the state government to support the establishment of outgrower farms made up of collectivized youths owning 5 to 10 animals. This is the Joel Feedlot Estate for bull fattening, and it is in tandem with our youth women empowerment scheme.
The project for the construction of the Gombe Ultramodern Abattoir, an international livestock market supported by the Livestock Productivity and Resilience Support Project, has hundreds, if not thousands, of job opportunities in its value chain.
It is designed to revolutionize meat processing, improve hygiene and safety standards, and open new opportunities for trade and export of livestock products both within and beyond our national borders.
Other components of the 184-hectare agro-livestock industrial zone include international grains market and an inland dry port. The ultramodern abattoir, which would gulf over 7 billion naira, is expected to be completed in 9 months. In Gombe, Emmanuel Akila, NTA News.
On environment, relocate to higher grounds and avoid being hit by impending flood is the message of the National Hydroelectric Power Producing Areas Development Commission to riverine communities in Cotton-Karfi, Kogi State, as Nigeria braces for the 2025 floods. Solomon Ayedehe reports that the early warning flood advocacy to Kogi local government area of the state is towards mitigating the impact of the devastation.
Of Kogi Cotton Karfi is predominantly riverine community, making it vulnerable to flood with Edeha as epicenter of the annual disaster. In 2022, 75% of the entire kingdom was submerged, cutting off the Lokoja-Abuja highway at Cotton Karfi by flood water. As Kogi State and Nigeria await the 2025 flood as predicted by NIMET, relevant government agencies, including NHIPADEC, are on advocacies, sensitizing the people along the banks of rivers Niger and Benue to prioritize safety and relocate to higher grounds ahead of the disaster. Addressing a gathering of people in Cotton Karfi, the NHIPADEC officials highlight the importance of flood early warnings, urging the people to relocate to safer grounds to mitigate the effect of the flood.
Let us be ready for it and take precaution.
Please, when you get to your homes, tell people in your community what we have said.
As you are saying, we have flood this year. Where do we locate to?
Receiving the team in his residence, the Ohime Geigu Cotton Karfi, Seidu Akau Salihu, appreciates the concern of NHIPADEC to the well-being of his people, particularly in mitigating flood challenges, describing the commission as a friend of the community.
And we hope that one day we will all have permanent camps, because each time they are located, it's always inconveniences to those in the upland, because they relocate en masse. It's only efforts like this that can give us some relief.
He promises to work in collaboration with his district heads to take the early warning message to the people in riverine communities. In Cotton Karfi, Kogi local government area, Solomon Ayedehe, NTA News.
This is the news at 11 on NTA News 24. We shall take a break now. More reports in just a moment.
Credible elections at the local government so that these credible people can manage the funds of local government properly. There are a lot of respected traditional rulers in the state who can say, look, enough of this thing. Mr. Governor, welcome. Thank you for coming. When you win, what will you do?
I was the first woman that mobilized women within the local government to form the National Council of Women Society by creating awareness in women that they must serve, they must be part of what is happening within their community.
If you stop expenditure on infrastructure, how do you now attract investments?
The state governors, the presidency, that's the federal government and the local government are all waiting for revenue from crude oil.
Every state has something peculiar. So the emphasis now, if your local government has something peculiar to that particular local government, the emphasis should be keep producing that particular product.
We need to do three things. Prevent the ability of the terrorist groups to generate funding, their ability to recruit, and then their ability to access weapons.
The traditional ruler gives me a title. I sit in the front row in the church, or if I'm going to mosque and I'm calling people are passing in God's own house. What am I doing? I'm mentoring a new generation who think that the only way to be taken seriously is to be seen to have a lot of money.
Good Morning Nigeria, live every weekday between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. on the network service of the NTA.
Thank you for staying with us on the news at 11 on NTA News 24. On religious news, today the world honors the strong pillars of the family, appreciating their efforts in providing for and being present with their loved ones. Father's Day is celebrated on the third Sunday of June each year. This tradition originated in the United States in the early 20th century and is now observed around the world, where people pay tribute to fathers and father figures. Rosemary Motilem Bilal visited St. Peter's Anglican Church in Cairo and other churches to see how fathers are being celebrated.
A father is a male parent or guardian who plays a significant role in the life of a child At St. Peter's Anglican Church, Caro, Venerable Lovis Ochai says fathers can provide love, support, guide, and care for their families.
A father is a man who instructs his family. A father is that man who disciplines his family. He plays that role that God has called him to do.
He highlighted the role of the fathers, especially the profound impact they make in their children's physical, emotional, and psychological development. And at the Presbyterian Church Gwarimpa, Father's Day was celebrated in grand style, where fathers were honored.
When the men fell, the nation will fall. So what I've come to encourage them, that let the men rise, whether in family, in politics, every area of life, our men should not sit back. This is the time for our men to rise. And when they have risen, things will go well with the nation.
Some fathers appreciated how God has taken them far in the journey of life.
By the grace of God, the church is helping in making sure that they teach the youth what to do. But going back home is another thing.
We have come here to say, fathers, thank you. You have been doing well, bringing up the children, making sure that the family is okay. So to me, it's a way to show the fathers, thank you for what you have been doing.
The core idea of the celebration across churches remained the same, to honor and appreciate fathers for their role in the lives of their children. Rosemary Moltelen Bilal, NTA News.
And talking health now, wife of Nasarawa State Governor Silifat Abdullahi Sule has flagged off the 2025 Maternal, Newborn and Child Health Week for Nasarawa State, where she advocated efficient utilization of healthcare facilities for optimum results. Abigail Bashi has more on this.
Maternal, Newborn and Child Health Week, which is to last for 5 days, offers vitamin A, deworming tablets, nutritional screening, routine immunization, HPV vaccine, SMC drugs for malaria prevention, as well as free Medicare at health facilities across the state. According to the wife of the governor, based on the turnout of people for the exercise, a lot of ailments which result in maternal and infant mortality can be detected and prevented. She maintained that achieving a healthy nation is possible, urging the public to avail themselves to benefit from the Health Week. Executive Secretary, Nasarawa State Primary Healthcare Development Agency, Dr. Osman Iskilu Sali, explained that the Health Week, supported by the state government and other partners, is to ensure quality healthcare for all.
One of the components of primary healthcare is maternal and child health.
Commissioner for Health, Dr. Gaza Wamna, represented by Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Health, Dr. Damina John, the Esukaris, Luka Panya Baba, and other stakeholders, underscored the present administration's commitment to strengthen the healthcare system and called for continuous sensitization for optimal results.
The MCH Week is a vital moment in our collective efforts to improve the health and well-being of our mothers.
People had no motivation to go to our primary healthcare centers, but things have changed.
In Lafia, Abigail Bashi, NTA News.
In a series of successful operations coordinated through the Interpol National Central Bureau, NCB, Abuja, the Nigeria Police Force, has recovered and returned several vehicles stolen in Nigeria and trafficked across borders to Ghana and Niger Republic. In a statement, the force notes that operatives of Interpol NCB Abuja, in collaboration with their counterparts in Interpol NCB Accra, recovered a Toyota Prado 2020 model in Accra, Ghana. The vehicle, which belongs to a federal government agency in Nigeria, was stolen during a robbery incident in Abuja. 3 suspects were arrested in connection with the case and have been charged to court in Accra. The vehicle has since been returned to Nigeria and handed over to the concerned agency. In a similar operation, Interpol NCB Abuja also recovered a Toyota Hilux 2018 model that was stolen from a staff member of another government agency in Utako District, Abuja, on October 18, 2024. Working with Interpol NCB Niamey, the vehicle was tracked to Agadez, Niger Republic, and officially handed over to a senior agency representative at the Nigeria-Niger border in Ilela, Koni. In a related development, the force has concluded efforts to recover 2 more vehicles, a Toyota Land Cruiser SUV and a Toyota Land Cruiser Prado SUV, stolen from their owners in Abuja in May 2025 and sold in Niamey, Niger Republic. Meanwhile, the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Bektokun, commended the professionalism of the operatives involved and reiterated the force's commitment to enhanced international policing collaboration. He also acknowledged the valuable support of Interpol NCB Accra, Interpol NCB Niamey, and the Nigerian High Commission in Accra, and enjoined citizens to register their vehicles on the police electronic platforms to improve recovery chances in the event of theft. The Nigerian Navy ship Pathfinder has successfully conducted an operation against crude oil theft and illegal bunkering activities within the Ogba, Egbema, Ndoni general area. The NNS Pathfinder's Tactical Riverine Assault Squadron team, acting on credible intelligence, deployed personnel and assets to conduct anti-crude oil theft and illegal bunkering operations. During the operation, the team discovered a newly activated illegal refining site. Accordingly, the team identified and dismantled 5 illegal refining sites with 62 ovens, 21 reservoirs, and 55 dock-out pits containing approximately 50,000 liters of suspected stolen crude oil, 83,000 liters of suspected illegally refined automotive gas oil AGO, and 20,000 liters of illegally refined kerosene. The products were handled in accordance with anti-crude oil theft procedures. No arrests were made as the perpetrators fled upon sighting the patrol team. And that concludes the news at 11 on NTA News 24. Thank you for watching. I am Nolin Ebel Ame. Bye for now.